Okay, it's live, and all we have to do is update your date on your notebook page. All right, this is where it's either going to work or it's not. So far, so good. I got a green box. You should be viewing gift card, fourth grade first time, fourth grade second time should be on your screen. Oh, hold on. Forgot to mute it. All right, so let me minimize this again. You should be looking at those two things on your screen. Don't worry, I'll send it to you. Um, or it'll be on the recording. So
Yeah,
all right. For everyone who is participating for the first time, and the reason why I'm going this route is because there's only a number of you that have taken the jumpstart position. So all that confusion about this one and then having two LLCs and all this, that happens because you have a jumpstart position. And that's only pertaining to you that have a jumpstart position. Everybody else is going to come in on what you see on the screen. Now, they have a choice to either do their name on their first account and then an LLC on their second. That will satisfy the two positions. And that takes all of the stress out of this. Okay, so I'm going to explain it all in just a few minutes, but I just wanted to say that first because there's a lot of confusion with this and two LLCs or two trusts or what have you, and everybody else won't be doing it because they're coming in fresh and they're only coming in through a promise delivered, which is going to basically give them what you are looking at on the screen. Now, they will be advised to get two LLCs if they so choose. Or they can use, like it says right there, your name on the first account and an LLC on the second account. But each of these accounts is going to need an outside membership. Okay. One is the main position. The second one is a main position and outside membership. You see that on both of them. 149. Now, each of these I'm going to put under here is a $300 obligation. Right? $300 obligation monthly. Let me put the month. Right? All right, let me get that and stick it under the second one. And if anybody wants this, you can get a copy of it. Copy, paste this here. All right, so you're looking at this. That's $600. That's what everybody out there past you guys, everybody else on the planet that joins Team Royal with us, when they get the two positions all signed up, it's a $600 obligation monthly. Now, I say that to say this. Any business you do is going to have an obligation or what they call overhead, something that you pay every month to be in business. All right? These two positions are businesses. Main position is a business, okay? And your obligation for each of them is $300. $149 for the main position and $149 for the outside membership. It is very important that we understand that part. That's the obligation of this opportunity. Now, there's some differences and nuances to how this will go forward for pretty much everyone. But what I want to make the point on tonight is this. When you get the main position, right? You sign it all up with a brand new email address. Try to make the email address match the name of the main position. Okay, it just makes things easier. And anytime you do any talking to corporate or any of those folks, you have to use the email address associated with main position. So in this instance, you have 4 email addresses, one for the main position, one for the outside membership, okay? That's a totally different position, and 2 for the next 2. All right, does everybody follow that so far? Just a thumbs up, please, in the picture, don't unmute. Great, thank you. Now, we've talked about that. You need 2 email addresses for each set. The main position, the business, is under its own email address. The outside membership for that account, to qualify it, has to have its own email address. Okay, I know I'm going over this again, but I think I have to do it like that because everybody seems to be confused. Not everybody, but there's enough confused that makes me nervous. I want this to be clear. So that's why I'm going over it a couple times. All right, I just want to make sure you're all on the same page so we all do the same thing. This way there's no confusion. Now, this is where a little bit more detail comes into play, but I don't want to confuse you, so I'm going to say this as clean as I can. All right? When you go to name these things, if you don't have a jump start, and I'm talking tonight as if the jump start is no longer even in the conversation. Let's just unplug that out of our head for a second. We're talking about fresh, brand new people that's coming to a promise delivered. They're going to be advised to get 2 LLCs or at least 1. Here's why. When you get to the 4th grade the first time, you're going to create your first position. Now, seeing as though you just came to a promise delivered, and you can use your first and last name on that account. Not everybody wants their name on a business for whatever reason. That's why it says use your name or your LLC. As people come to a promise delivered, they're going to be advised to get 2 LLCs. This way they have them. All right? Make sure that LLC is in the name of something you might want to do later on. Like my sister, she likes stained glass. So, of course, one of her LLC has something to do with stained glass. So that's how I want you to think about these LLC names. Everybody's going off the deep end about what to call it. Just think about something you like to do. Call it that. All right? So don't make it so 007-tastic, hide in the dark cave with the blue glasses on to where you can't even remember what the name of the thing is. Keep it simple. If you're a gardener like myself, I like planting stuff. I like seeing stuff grow. Green Thumb LLC. See how easy that was? That's how simple these LLCs should be. Just in case after you start making a couple 100,000 and you want to do something, activate that LLC and sell some tomatoes because it's under Green Thumb LLC. That it has to be a business name that you can activate in the near future. We're not just getting EINs and have the IRS tripping because you got an EIN and didn't even activate it, but you're using an EIN number. That will get you in tax problems, tax issues, evading taxes, or they might start hitting that LLC, that EIN with taxes because you haven't filed anything. Can't do that. If you get an EIN, you have to use it or should use it. Okay, it doesn't have to be right now. Doesn't have to be right now. Get some money first, get some resources in, figure out if you're actually going to do the Green Thumb LLC, but do activate it. How do you activate it? You simply go to whatever state the IRS, wherever you got it from the IRS. So all you're doing is activating it or registering it with the state. You just take the LLC and the EIN, register, go back to the IRS, what have you. And hold on. Yes, sir. Are you are you on Rhonda's chat? Uh, okay, I'll text it to you. Give me a minute. Um, Let me get him the link. Hold on one second, everyone. Mm. Now it's trying to update right in the middle of a call. Of course, why not? Boy, boy, boy. I'm good. Hold on, y'all. This thing is updating right in the middle of the call. God dog it. All right, it's almost done. Mhm. Pretty sure it's still wet. That's the shock. It came back after I cut them. It got stronger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bucket. 70%. Ninety-two percent. All right. I'm hoping this thing is showing. Thumb up if it is. Okay, great. It's saying 100%. I guess it's done. I'm not going to wait. So I was on the name, and I want to make sure that we're okay with this. We understand it. Everybody's, full grips of this. Again, like I said, everyone's going to be requested to go get two LLCs so they can keep their name out of the game, if they need to. They might have other stuff going on, or a bad divorce or whatever. They don't want their name on a business. Two LLCs works. Now, if you don't have any issues with using your name, then by all means use the first one, put your name as the owner of the thing, put your social, and be done. Second one, use an LLC of some sort, trust if you want. Just understand, when you use a trust in a business capacity, now please listen, when you use a trust in business capacity, then that trust has to be, erect, which means it has to have a bank account. In order for it to get a bank account, it has to be registered, which sometimes, this is where this came in, a lawyer is required. Not always. There is a script that was sent to me to show you how you can do it yourself, but we're not there yet. As soon as we get to that point, I'm going to share it with you. But for the most part, in order to take a trust into business, it has to be established already. They won't let you open a bank account with it until it is established. Pretty much the same thing with an LLC, except an LLC is much easier. Now, last week, I think we were having a conversation about the one in Wyoming. It's $200 and it comes with everything. You don't have to do anything but come up with the name and tell them, and they'll put it together. Now, here's just a thought that I want to put on your mind so that you don't get into this use your name, use a LLC, use a trust issue. Remember that when we join a promise delivered, it is going to move fairly quickly. And I say that because of the Fabulous Four and their associates, which are the callers. We're talking 16 people calling those who are already ready for a call. That means they're waiting for the call. They have their 175 together. They're already ready. So when they get the call, it's going to go fairly quickly and they're in, right? And all of a sudden, you're on fourth grade within, I don't know, an hour or two. Do you have time to go to Wyoming and spend $200 and get the trust back in 2 hours? No. Is it a good idea to have it? Yes. Wait until you have some resources. The one that you get off of irs.gov is free. It takes 6 minutes to do it. You just got to watch how you answer the questions. I believe I wanted to do it tonight, but all this computer is just not capable of managing multiple screens and all that stuff, and then hold the call too. I'm barely keeping it together for this call. So what I plan to do is do a recording of me signing up for an LLC. It'll have a timer on it. You'll see me go through all the steps. I'm just going to open this up, put it on recording, and go get an EIN. And you'll see me do it. So if you follow those steps, you should be fine, and you should have it within 6 to 8 minutes. I think the last time I did it was 12 minutes, but still, I had an EIN at the end of the session. Printed it out, good to go, done. Now you have your EIN. You do that if you're going to use your first name on the first one. You only need one LLC. You only need one because you only get two positions. right? So that second one, if you get your EIN, and I'll even give you a whole day to get it, print it out, you got it, you're ready to go. All right, you're ready to go. No issues, no problem. Hold on one second. I hear an open line. I don't know what's so difficult. Really don't. All right, so moving forward, the whole part of getting the names right, having your stuff set up to where you can go through all the steps without issue, you should be to the part where you can breeze through it and just move on. Now, I know I just said a lot, but yes, I have to go over it one more time. When you join, you're going to be joining with the first 75. So that means 75 people. I'm talking as if you were one of the 75 people. You join, you're going in with 75 people. So you know for a fact coming through the door, you're going to be on fourth grade fairly quickly. All right. So when you get there, you're going to see your gift card. And I want to talk about that part too. You see, that's the first thing on each of these blocks. Gift card, $400. Gift card. It's just like a debit card. It works like a debit card. So you know for a fact that you're going to go in fairly quickly and you're going to get up to the fourth grade. You need to be ready. That means having your LLC and your first name if you're coming in through the door, but you already know the first 75 would probably have a jump start position. You need two LLCs. Now I'm going to hit that right quick before I hit gift card. If, now this, like I said, pertains to only those that have a jump start position. Only you should hear this part. And only you would question this part. Everybody else, if you don't have a jump start position, this conversation is mute to you. All right? Jump start position. You probably put that in your name. More than likely. If you did, great. If you didn't, here's where the architect comes in. Whatever you use for the jump start, if you used your name, you need two LLCs. If you didn't use your name, if you use the LLC up there, two LLCs. All right? If you use the trust up there, two LLCs or two more trusts. It doesn't all have to be LLC. It can be whatever you want. Just know that whatever you put on these other two is going to get activated. So that means having a bank account of its own, so it can make its monthly obligation, which you see underneath, is $300. So this LLC needs a bank account. This LLC needs a bank account. And the only way you can get the bank accounts is to register the business. You see where I'm going with this? That's why I said make these LLCs something that you plan to do in the future or wanting to do now. All right. Now, I actually got my bank account without registering it because that was a while back before everybody was going after LLCs. But for the most part, be ready to, go through all the steps. But you can get signed up with the LLCs. That's all we're worrying about at this moment, signing up. Okay? Those two LLCs need to be ready if you have a jumpstart position. Now, I want to talk about the gift card. As you see in the picture, the breakdown is right there. main position, $249. You're going to pay for it with the gift card, right? Because you're going to sign up. You're going to request a link, get your link, sign up, pay the $249. Then you're going to open up that website, get it all signed up, ready to go, send back the link, make sure the Hive gets the link. I am the Hive, me, and all of my mini spreadsheets. That's the Hive. Make sure you send it back. In that same moment, you're going to click on, you're going to go into that website that you just created. You already have the link because you sent it back to me. Put that link in the browser, open up your website, make sure your name is in the top right-hand corner or whatever you called it. If it's the Sunshine Group LLC, that's what it should say on that website. Now, this is probably going to take a day or two because, as you remember, they do it right away. Once you pay for it, you get the email, and you should be checking that too. Once you get signed up, you get that welcome email right away. You can go ahead and click on your link at that moment, go to the website, click on Get Started, and then you're going to click $149 for the outside membership under your link. I'll say that again. It was a lot. $249 main position. It's going to have its own website. Like I said, if it's Green Thumb LLC, you're going to go to your URL, which is in your back office. It's emailed to you in your welcome email. Click the link. Or if you go right there to Quick Stats, just below Quick Stats is your URL. Click it. It'll take you to your website. Top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner. You're going to click on the Get Started. When you click on the Get Started, you're going to see that it's going to take you to your website. Hold on one second. Please do me a favor. Stay away from the microphone because it distracts me. That's the second time. Stop clicking on things, please. All right, so once you get to your second URL, which is the membership, you're going to click on the 149, and then you're going to go ahead and do all the signing up. You're going to put that name in there. Now, the outside membership, there's a lot of confusion here too. Let me clear this up for you. The outside membership does not care who has it. You can put any person's name in the who it is on the planet. Just can't be your name. Okay? The email address has to be different from anything that you have associated with the company. So you can't use an email address that you used earlier, maybe in the Jumpstart. It has to be a brand new, fresh email. Right? So the name can be anything you want. It can be Aunt Lily, it could be Kevin, it could be Susan, it could be Sharon Wright, it could be anybody's name. Anybody. Stop stressing on that name. That name really doesn't matter. But the email address does. It has to be different from anything else that you have. The email address has to be different from everything else that you have. You get those two things right, you're golden. All right? Once you do that, you're going to come back around. I should be still sharing screen. I don't know where mine went. I have to find it. Nope, that's not it. See what distractions do? Mess me up. All right, I'm just gonna go with it right now. Not that one. I'll just go here. As long as you guys can see it, I didn't change anything. Everything should be still visible. Yeah, I got it. All right, so we're on the names. Everybody's clear on the names. If I could just get a thumbs up, everybody's clear on the names. All right, let's go up here to this gift card, and I want to explain this fully so that we understand it. I'm going to highlight all three things. I just did it, but I want to break these things down. No confusion, right? We got the stocking caps pulled on tight. We're listening. We're not building a schoolhouse in the backyard, peeking over, looking at the computer. All right, gift card. I'm calling it the gift card because I did not yet get to see what he put back there. Okay. He's trying to finish it so he can hand it to me either before Thanksgiving or after. Okay. Thanksgiving is next week. Everybody goes on vacation except me. But I already know he's going out of town. He has two young kids, so they go see grandma. Yeah. Hopefully, he can have it in my name or in my hands. Before then, Geronimo, please stop unmuting. That's 3 times, sir.
It keeps on.
All right, so let's see. The gift card. We're just going to call it gift card right now. And the gift card is going to have 400 on it. It's $3.98 for the 2 pieces. $2 left over. Just leave it there. The $2.49 is for the main business. Okay, that's the main. That's where your money is going to come from. The $1.49 is the outside membership. You're basically, when you get signed up, you don't have anything else to do. So you're going to go ahead and do the main position, get all typed in, take your time. There's no need to rush. Put all the stuff in that you need to put in. Remember, when you go to sign up, there's a little box. You have to check the box. I'm going to go through that too. You got to make sure all your information is correct. You got to put your initials with the mouse. You got to left click, hold it, and draw with the mouse. My suggestion is just do 2 letters, your first and last name letters. Keep it simple. If you can draw with it or write with it, by all means, go ahead. But keep it simple. That way you won't stress out. Make sure you click on the CAPTCHA, the little thing. You have a short period of time, so try to make sure all of your details up top are correct so that when you get down to that part, you can do those little check the box, put the initials, check that box, and hit join. Pause. Everybody pause right here. When you click join now, take your hands off of everything. Don't touch anything. Pull both hands up and put them up here like I'm doing. Because if you don't, and you click join now again, you will have 2 positions. I don't know what the problem is. Just leave it. Click it once and let it do its thing. For some odd reason, their system, and this is why I need you to take your hands off of it. Let it do its thing. Their system, when you click the join now button, what it does is send a ping to your bank or the card or wherever this money is. It'll send a ping to it to see if 249 is there. Then once it says, oh, yeah, the 249's there, then it'll send the ping to go get it. Okay, that's 2 pings to the same account. So to go over there and get it, that's why some people's accounts. All right, that person was removed. Now I'm not playing anymore. Anybody else unmute, you're removed, period. All right. It'll ping it twice. That's why some people's accounts didn't go because they were impatient. They kept clicking that button. Every time you click it, you're telling it to take 249. One lady had 5 of them because she clicked it 5 times. And then it shut her account down. They thought it was fraud. So please listen to me. Click it once. Take your hands off of everything. All right? Take your hands off of everything and just let it be. When it does all its pinging and checking and see if it's got the money and then finally pulls the money, it'll automatically log you into your back office. That's when you know you're done. You'll see all of those squares and all of this stuff. You'll see you'll know you're in the back office. All right. That's when you get your notebook. That's when you write down the date that it did everything. You have the date that it went. You know for a fact that you joined on that date, even though it's going to do it for you. But pencil and paper, this is how we check and recheck. I'm going to ask everybody to do the same thing. Because they're going to say, well, do you remember what day it was that you did this? Yes, it was November the 21st at 3 o'clock. We're talking $249. We don't need it floating around somewhere because you can't remember what date or time that you actually clicked it 3 times. They have to recoup that, whatever it is, and get it back to you. That's almost $600, right? $700. 250 twice is 5, another 250. That's $750 playing around. All right? Write this information down. Now you know you got it. The next thing you need to do when you see that back office, leave it like it is, open a new window, a new tab. If you know how to do the tabs, great. Open a new tab and go to your email address. All right? Keep your notebook open. You're going to see the welcome email from them. The welcome email is going to have information in there, temporary passwords. It's going to have your URL, your link, that what you need to copy. If you know how to use Notepad, I would just go ahead and highlight it and copy it right then and put it in Notepad because you're going to have to send it to me and you're going to have to use it to sign up your outside membership. All right? So where am I at? Let me go back to it here. All right, so the 249 takes care of the main position. You're going to do all that what I just said. You're going to go get your URL. You're going to send it back to me. You're going to get signed up, take your time. You're all done. Okay, let's say that you're all done. Now you're in the email. The first email is your welcome email. You need all that information. Do not discard or delete that email, please, because you'll need it. Throw it away.
Sweetheart.
Okay, so I'm going to say this the last time. There's new people coming on. I don't want to be just the bully. When you join a meeting in session, the second you join the call, mute. This is the last time I'm saying it tonight. Anybody else unmute, you're gone. All right. So like I said, you have to make sure you keep that email because those emails have information in them that you need. The first one's the welcome. The second one is the most important one to me, really. They're both important. But the second one is the e-wallet activation. Okay? If you don't activate your e-wallet, you're not going to be able to receive your income and set that all up. You have to set all that up. It requires a picture of your license. I would suggest you get that done prior to, just so you have it. It's going to require sometimes a voided check. Okay? Or there's two options. I think one was a voided check. The other one, I forget now, but you'll see them. And if someone remembers what it is, when we go into Q&A, please enlighten me. I forget. That email is going to basically help you receive your income. If you don't set it up, you don't get paid. Simple as that. And of course, the third email is just a welcome from corporate. They're congratulating you and all that good stuff. All right, hold on. All right. That's the welcome emails. Keep them all. All you got to do is put a check mark in the box, and then up in the top, Gmail, click on the move folder. It's like a little folder with an arrow in it. If you click on that, it'll open up and say where you want to put it. So you name the email or name the folder, My Welcome for Team Royal. Then you move those three emails into that folder. It'll move it over to the left. If it's Gmail, you'll see a folder over there that says My Team Royal Welcome. When you click on it, all three of those emails will be in there. And any other email that you want to save for Team Royal should be moved to that folder. So that way you can always refer to it. And if you need me to do a demonstration on how to do that, I don't have a problem doing it. When we get to Q&A, it only takes a hot second if you're paying attention. Okay? Thinking caps. When we get there, I'll show you if you need. If not, we'll keep moving. Let me hit the last thing because it's already 9:30. I want to give you an opportunity to ask questions. All right. So the last thing that I want to talk about on that is what was the other confusion? Got the names, outside member. Oh, the back office. How do you maneuver and navigate the back office? I'm going to try it. I don't know how well it's going to hold, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to go through my back office. Stop share. Hopefully it doesn't crash like it did. Now I just reloaded this thing, so it's not going to have all my little bookmarks until I put them back. I have to go in the old-fashioned way. Oh, wow, look at that. It did it. All right. That one. All right, let me add that to here. I need to change this one. All right, so now let me go over here and share screen. Come on, Zoom, you can do it. Let's see if it does it. All right. Good little computer. Good little computer. All right. So when you log in, you're going to see this. This is your back office. A minute ago, I was talking about my quick stats. Where do you find things? I know I was saying a lot of stuff kind of quick, but I wanted to show it. I'm actually breaking. I wasn't supposed to record their stuff, so I may have to. I'm sure I'll be fine. Right here is my quick stats. Underneath that is your URL. See how the little arrow thing turns into a clickable hand? Well, mine turns into a hand. Everybody else is different. If it turns into a hand, then you know you can click it. All right. So if I click this, this is what you would do after you sign up. You click your URL. Thumbs up if you can see the new page when it pops up. All right, you should be looking at my homepage. Okay, great. And if you notice in the top right-hand corner up here, you see my name, all right? You see my name at the top. You know that's your website. You're good to go. In the URL where you put the www, see up here, you'll see member equals my name again. Now I know I'm on the right site because you'll be doing this from a sign-up position, not already having it. Once you get signed up, I ask you to click on your URL. This is what you'll see with your name up here and your name in the top right-hand corner. Okay. I just got to move this out of the way. This is what I was talking about, get started. See the get started up here in the top right-hand corner? You click that. Let's say you did your business position. Now you're going in to do the 149. It's either going to be a 249 or 149, but they're both going to get bought that same day. Okay, so when you log in or when you finally purchase your position, it's going to take you to the back office where I was just at, and you're going to click on your URL. It's going to take you here. You're going to check your name, make sure it's in both spots, the URL up here in the www, and in the top right-hand corner, you should see your website name, not my name, but your name, but whatever you called it should be in these two spots. Now you know you're on the right side and you want to sign up for your membership. Now, I have to add this in just so you know. You're doing it before you have 3. I know we've already talked. Most of you heard me say, do not get the outside membership until you have 3 people. That way you're not on the hook for 300 next month. But because of what we're doing, everyone should be fine with this move. We'll know in the first day, 2 days. We'll know if we already know it's okay because you have 30 days before you have to pay it anyway, right? So from the time we start, you have 30 days. We have 75 people the first time, which is 150 positions, which means there's enough 3s in there to cover everybody. Then right behind that, there's a 250 or 260, right? 260 times 2, that's a lot of positions. I don't feel like doing math right now. And then your final, which is the white part of the spreadsheet, which is an additional 3, 250, 300. They're coming in due to 2 positions. So there's enough 3s for everybody. Now, eventually, unfortunately, when everybody's in, whoever's at the bottom of that, because that's how their system is set, not a promise delivered. I need to do the separation right here. Please pay attention. When I run out of 3s, I run out of 3s. A promise delivered doesn't have that issue. Does not. That's the way I built it. So it wouldn't have these issues. You see what I'm saying? But even at that point, a promise delivered has royalties that will cover the $300, $600, whatever it is. Remember, a promise delivered has royalties. And if you haven't looked at the website to watch the video, I'm asking you to do so after this call. And I need you to look at each and every one of those grades and listen to what that man says and what you see on the screen. If you can't cover a 600 or a 900 obligation out of what's going on over there, something's wrong. You are definitely not paying attention. Okay? All right, so that should cover that confusion. You're going to get both of these positions when you get to the 4th grade. Don't hold off. Or you said don't get the outside membership until you have 3. Don't do that. You would be wrong. Get both positions. Be done. Be done. So when you go back again, you get your next 2 positions and be done. Totally at that point. The second time around, you don't have to sign up for anything else except for the 2 platforms that are coming. That's the only signing up you'll be doing. And that does not require payment. It just requires you putting your address in a box. Now, if you are 007 and trying to hide, whatever gets sent to you will go there. So I'm telling you, use your proper mailing address. There was some more confusion. I want to kill this confusion tonight. We're running out of time because I think the next time we talk, we'll be live. And it won't be no more, let's fix it. Okay? That's why I'm really, really, really trying to get all the confusion out of the way. All right. Outside membership. 3. Oh, the VIP code that everyone has in their back office this very moment. I think it goes until the end of this month. I didn't see when the date. When we go into Q&A, if you have that date, please share it with us so we're all on board. What that does is the same thing I was doing, the same thing a few of the members here have done, and I want to clear that up too. I want to talk about this only because it's not right for anyone to think a certain way unless you have all the facts. And I'm going to give you all the facts. When we jumped on the Jumpstart, the company gave a company-wide discount of $100, right? Everyone that wanted to join or take a position had the opportunity to do so for $149, right? That's why everybody jumped on. That and the fact that I thought we'd be launched by now, but that's cookies and cream or whatever. We're going to get it right, but let's just talk about this discount. After the company got rid of the discount, I picked it up and put in, 24 people. 24 people I put up $100 for out of the commissions that I'm receiving now. All right? Nobody complained about that. There was no issues, no problem. Then when someone else does the same thing that I requested, if everybody remembers, I asked everybody, do you have someone that you would like to put in so that you can experience the sign up process? Right? Put up the $100 for that. When my finances got messed up or back in the hole, I had to put a pause on it. Someone else decided to pick up the torch and do the same thing I did. They put up $100 for that process of a discount. It wasn't me. But they put them up. So I want to squash any thoughts of favoritism, of special people. You're all special. Lord have mercy. We are all special. But this is a process of helping people get into a system that is going to create a daily income. If this person, whoever it is, decide to put in 12 or 14 people, that's $1,200 or $1,400 they put up, right? Whatever they're doing, hopefully, is under you somewhere down there or somewhere across. It doesn't matter. It's all the network. Everybody is working together. And then, certain things were said that I really did not like, but I'm not going to bring them up. But what I do want to say is this. If a person wants to put up funds to help people in, they have every right to do so. Some can put up a little, some can put up a lot. It's up to those individuals. The ones that put up a little, you get to put them where you wanted to put them. The ones that put up a lot, they got to put them where they wanted to put them. They're paying for it. How would I look if I said, well, you pay for it and I'll take them and put them over here? I can do that because this is my push. This is my run. But I'm not going to ask somebody who put up their hard-earned funds to create an income for themselves in the system that we're all working, and take those people. That's not right. They paid for it, they can put them. You pay for them, you can put them. Right? Now, all the links come where? Back to the main hub. And they're all built under. Some of that building that's going to happen on the people that they brought in is going to help you. Okay? So we're all working it together. Now, once we launch, that will be no more because there'll be no need for discounts. There will be no need. Everything's going to run the way it is. $249 to get in, $149 for the outside membership. That's why it's still showing. You're looking at it. $249 to get in, $149 for the outside membership. Now, if a person's smart, now listen to me, they go and spend $200 once. Now listen, and this is the part no one caught. They spend $200 one time, once, and they get $249 and $149 twice paid for them. Did anybody catch that? You spend $200 one time, $249 and $149, $398 is put up for you twice by Promise Deliver. Or we can fight about $100 and $149, $100 and $149. They spend $200 one time. They get this twice. $398 times 2 is what? A lot of money. Let's see. I know it's 700. It's got to be. No one unmute. Don't you do it. Get a spanking. I just want to see myself. $7.96. $796 is put up for everybody that joins. Or they can spend the $398. Where do you think they're going? Or the $796 to get 2 positions. Right? $796 versus $200. See, like I said, I love numbers. No one saw that picture until I just brought it to you. The value of a promise delivered. And on top of that, royalties to help you satisfy any obligation over here. Huh? Say what? What? All right. Let me stop this one. Or I get in trouble showing their stuff. I don't have permission yet. Even though it's out there now, I can go in and make it private. That way it's not seen. Because I don't have permission yet to show their stuff. Actually, I do, but I was trying to wait for the launch. But I need you guys to understand what you're getting into. I need it to be clear. I really want all this confusion gone. I've been talking about this way too long. It's the same process. Once you do it twice, you're done. You're done. Most of you got the jumpstart position, so you have an idea how to do the sign up. You had to sign up to do it. All right. I think I got rid of all of the confusion that I was hearing texts and emails about and phone calls. Before I go into Q&A, I need to find out what's going on with this email. Do I need to change the email provider that I'm working with? I sent out the link to this call right after the fiasco last night. What happened last night, the computer just completely shut down. It just turned off. I couldn't even turn it back on. So I went to bed. But before I went to bed, I sent the email out for this call. It said makeup. And I sent it through Team Royal, mailing list, whatever email address you have attached to Team Royal. Do you have an email in there from last night? Now I'm going to switch this so you can unmute. All right, it's switched from unmute. You should be able to unmute. We're still going to do raise your hand. Please do not just open your mic and start talking. Sean. Okay, let me check it to make sure you can unmute. You should be able to unmute. Hold on. All right, try to unmute now. Still not letting you? Hold on. Try once more, please.
Okay, that's it.
There it is.
All right, first off, great evening to you. Great evening to everyone. I did get the email, but when I went to that particular link today, it just said that the host has not yet started the meeting. And then I had to follow the link that you put in the messenger chat.
Is the link in the messenger chat? Well, I guess it's going to be different because it's a different link. I'm not going to worry about it, but you did everyone I just want to make sure it got to you.
I received it.
You received it. Thank you. All right. So I just need to know it's working. All right. So any other questions? Let's go ahead and, because I've seen a bunch of yeses, so I'm pretty sure everybody received it. I'm still seeing them. Thank you. Let's get your questions off of your chest. So Debbie.
Oh, I was just gonna let you know I did get the one that said makeup call, but it said from a promise delivered, not Team Royal.
Yeah, the system, the account is under a promise delivered. I can't change that.
Okay, and the only one other thing I was confused about, I know we did the jump start, and I thought that was gonna be counted as the one, and then we could do like
It
a
is.
trust for the second one,
Yes.
and then the third one, when it comes around the third time around, we can put that in a basket, right?
You can put it as a trust, you can't put it in a basket. It's an account that you will have, you own it. So
No, I mean the money for the second one, we can donate to the basket, right?
oh, you're
Instead
saying
of having
donate
to get another position.
okay, yes, if you want to do that, yes, that is an option.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
That is an option. Okay, that it? All right,
Yeah,
Peter, you go ahead.
Montavo, two quick questions. When you talked about the gift card tonight, but I just want to make double sure that prior to doing anything with that gift card, you got to get a link and then you click on everything and you use the
Yes.
gift card. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Question number two, when you get to your second EIN position, you don't have to apply for a link because you told us we're going to use our first EIN position as the link. And then we send that to the head.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Correct. Good point. Let me emphasize on what he just said, or bring it around so it's clean. Hold on. So what's going to happen once you sign up the first time? You're going to use your EIN. You're going to sign up, and then you'll have a URL, right? Remember I said you're going to keep that email that has your link in it? You're going to hold on to that because when you go back to the fourth grade again, you're going to sign up, but you're only going to sign up under your own URL. I'll slow down. You're going to sign up under someone else's. You're going to request a link to get signed up the first time. The first time you go to the fourth grade, you're going to request a link, right? You're going to get all signed up. Then you have a URL, yours. When you get back to the fourth grade again, you're going to sign up under that URL, yours. Okay? So you're basically putting your first person under yourself, your next first person under yourself. So sign up under your first URL. And then both URLs get sent back to the Hive. So when you get your first position, you send a copy to me. When you get back there again and you sign up under your own URL, when you get the new account URL, you send that back to me. Okay? You only request one URL from a promise delivered. Once you have it, you sign up under your own. Both URLs come back to me. We clear on that one?
No.
All right, Tony.
Yes. I'm not clear on it, Montavo. I'm not clear. Are you saying you sign up the second time?
Hold on. Let me bring up the screen so you can see it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right. You're looking at that, right?
Yes.
All right. This is the first time you get to the 4th grade, right?
Okay,
You're going to get a main position right here. This main position has a URL. I'm going to put it off to the right. Right?
okay,
Once you get signed up. First, you have to ask for a URL. Let me put that up top before everything. All right, so when you join A Promise Delivered and all that good stuff, when you get to the 4th grade, you have to request a URL, right?
okay,
When you get that URL, you're going to sign up. And once you sign up, your main position, you go through all the steps that we just discussed. And when you get that welcome email, this URL is going to be in there. I would highly, highly recommend copying and or just keep the email, but if you need to copy it and paste it somewhere, please do so. But just save the email, and that way you can always go to it. That's your URL. I'm just going to highlight this one to say like this is the URL, right? So this URL is your first one. When you get back to the 4th grade again, you're going to sign up another main position, right?
right,
That main position is going to be under this URL. You're not going to request a URL here. You already have it. It's yours.
okay, so you're talking about the main position, then the
Yes,
first time we get the URL from
I
APD,
promise. Mm-hmm.
okay? And then we keep track of that URL.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get back to grade 4, and it's time to get this next second main position, we go back and get that first URL from the first one. And
Correct.
okay, all right. And that works the same way if we have a jump start position?
No, I'm glad you asked that. These two have nothing to do with the jumpstart position. These two positions is from A Promise Delivered. So they are connected to the A Promise Delivered network of how things are happening. The jumpstart is just that. It's an opportunity to have an additional stream from the same platform.
Okay, so those will be filled as they're coming in
Correct.
off of, okay, and then when our turn comes up for our first position in Team Royal, then it's like we're starting over again.
Correct.
We're new. Okay,
Correct.
got it.
Now they won't be right behind one another.
Exactly.
This might be, you might get this the 4th day after, start after we launch, and it might be another 4 to 6 days and you come back again. I don't know the frequency just yet, but the second time you come in, it's the same. You're still going to go back to your URL. That's why I say when you get your URL from your first position, put it somewhere where you can go to it right away. Because you're just going to click that URL, go to the website, and sign up again.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Let's see. Let me squash that because it's starting to cry. Talking about low resources. Let me close some pages. Hold on a second. Let me close this one. I don't need that no more. What else do I have open? I'm gonna leave that just a little bit longer. All right. Amy,
Yes, I was just wondering, you said that we should not just let EINs sit there, for a long time, that the IRS could get onto it. When I first started, I created, I got EINs for two trusts, and then you said that that would be harder and do the LLCs. I did two LLC EINs. Now, will I get in trouble if I don't do anything with those two trust EINs?
No. When you activate them, when you get them, you don't have to activate them right away. They can sit, but you don't want them to sit really long. The first thing they'll do is dissolve it. So if you don't use them, I think it's 3 to 5 months or 6 months. They've changed everything, so it might be shorter than that.
Okay.
If they don't see activity on that number, they'll go ahead and dissolve it.
Okay. Thank you.
Or you can dissolve it, either one.
Oh, I don't know. How would you go about dissolving it?
Go and put it in. Once you put the EIN in the website, it'll find it and say, okay, what you want to do. Then you click on dissolve and it'll kill that number.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But if it hasn't been activated or registered, they really don't sweat it that hard. They want money. They after taxes right now. They could care less about that EIN. All right. Good question. Thank you. Geronimo? Geronimo, you're unmuted. Geronimo? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Sean?
All right, I just want to make sure I have the clearest understanding. So if I already have a position with Team Royal in our sister company, when I get to the fourth grade in APD, I'm still going to go in and create two positions. So I'll wind up with three. That is correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just making sure I'm clear. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Now, they won't be, like I said, right next to each other because there's going to be people in between when you join the Jumpstart. Of course, there's going to be people in between fourth grade, and then there's going to be people in between fourth grade again. So they won't be right next to each other, but in that same respect, the Jumpstart will not be attached to either one of the Promise Deliverance. It's just a single stream up there that was created to prove some points.
All right, I got you.
You're right. When you go into the fourth grade the first time, you're going to be wrapped around 75 people, 100 people, and then you'll be back again and you'll do it again.
That sounds fantastic. I love it.
Absolutely. That's it?
That's all I got.
All right. All right. Anime.
Okay. I'm kind of confused about several things. I thought that you said that you were going to send us a link. Was it's time stamped? And you're going to send us everybody a link in order? Are we supposed to request a link?
When you go to the website, when I launch, everybody's going to request a link. I have to keep records. If I don't keep records, then everything gets filed up. But the only people that will get the links or the request to be able to request a link will be done off of my spreadsheet. So in essence, yes and no. So The first 75 is going to get an email saying, today we launched. I need you to request a link. When you answer that email and go do what you need to do, you'll get a link. When I get to the greens, the people that are green, but not part of the 75, they'll get the same thing. That's why I need to know if you guys are getting these emails.
How many people are in the green?
About 250.
250 people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's not time stamped, right?
It's all time stamped. It's on a spreadsheet.
Okay. Okay, and then I want to know, how many emails do I actually need? Because I'm confused about that outside position.
Don't be confused about it. All it is a qualifying position. That's it. So you need 2 emails that are different for all 3 sets. So if you have a jump start, that's 2 different emails, one for the main position, one for the outside. When you get to a promise delivered, 4th grade, you're going to need 2 for that position. That's 4. They all have to be separate. Can none of them be the same? And then when
Well,
you get
because
back,
I
hold
only
on,
had
wait.
2 emails.
Let me finish the answer before you start. Let me finish. When you get back to the 4th grade again, you're going to need 2 more brand new email addresses. That's 6 total. If you have a jump start. If you don't, then you only need 4.
Okay, I only have 3.
3 what? Emails?
I have 1 for the promise delivered, and I have 2 emails for each email position. So what
But
is
you
the
have
other
to
one?
have an email address for the outside position. For all of them. They all have an outside position.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
I don't understand what you mean. Can you explain what outside position is in a different way?
The outside position, how do you want me to explain it to you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what that is for, because we have an email for each team royal, and then we have an email for a promise delivered. So what is the other emails for? What is the
Okay,
outside position?
let me bring this up again so you can see it. Have you been on the call?
Yeah, I've been on it.
Okay, are you looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right. Let me turn my phone around here. Okay, I see it. Yeah.
All right, see
Yeah,
where it says,
I took a snapshot of it.
all right, so you see where it says 249 main position?
Yeah.
That requires an email address when you sign up. Okay?
Okay.
See where it says 149 outside membership?
You mean you're saying that's for a promise delivered?
No, let's just talk about this. Get all the names stuff out. I want to explain what this membership is so you get it. So we did the first one. That requires an email address. We have the outside membership that is signing up underneath the main position. This is another position here, not this one, this one. The 149 outside membership. You see that?
Yeah. And
That requires an email address. When you click on Get Started Now, it's going to ask first name, last name, email address, phone number. You can put whoever's name you want in the first name, last name. But that email address has to be different from everything else that you have signed up. These are 2 separate positions in one set. Each set requires 2 email addresses. You only got 2 sets. And if you have a jump start, you got 3 sets.
so I have 1 for each position, right?
One
And then
outside membership for each position, yes.
So how many emails we need?
6. Do you have a jump start position?
No.
Then you only need 4.
So you're saying I need one for promise deliver and two for each of my positions?
Okay, I see what the problem is. You're going off of what I asked everyone to do with the two forms. I need you to separate that. The two forms that are on the website, one is for promise delivered, the other one's for Team Royal. You can
Right.
have the same email on both if you want, but if you miss the emails from a promise delivered, it's because you put an email address in it, it gets a bunch of emails and you miss stuff. I asked everyone to get a separate email address just for emails from those two platforms. That's it.
I do. I have three.
Okay, so you have three of them. These positions have nothing to do with that. These positions have an identifying email address for each position, the main position and the outside membership. Those two email addresses have to be different. You
And
follow?
what should they be named after? Oh God, I keep missing what she's writing. Okay, so how should they be named?
What do you mean?
Well, I got one named after well, they're on trust, but I gotta change them to EIN, but to LLC. But I have one for one LLC and one for the other LLC, and then I have one for a promise delivered.
You're confusing yourself.
I know I'm very confused with the way you're saying outside. I mean, I just need to know what that outside position means.
Lord.
The outside position basically qualifies the main position to receive income. If you don't have an outside membership underneath your main position, you don't get paid. That's what it means. It means your income. If you don't have it, you don't get any. So you need a different email address for each one of these positions, the main position, outside membership. The outside membership signs up underneath the main position to qualify to receive income. That's what outside membership means, qualifying.
Right, and what kind of email do we name it? Do we name it? What do we name it?
Whatever you
What
want.
do we name? Do we name it the
Whatever
same?
email address you want to put on it. If it could be Gmail, Hotmail, whatever. You're in control of that.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
It still sounds like you're confused.
Yeah, I know. I'll just talk it over with my friend. She'll try to explain it to me. I don't know why I can't get it. It's just the weirdest thing. I can't seem to get it.
Well, try not to add too much to it. If you look at it like if you go get an account with Sam's Club, right?
Yeah.
You walk through, the person walks through the door. You have to go to the counter and get a Sam's Club card, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have the Sam's Club card, when you get to the register, what are they going to tell you?
You need a card.
There you go. You are the main position. The phone is the outside membership. In order for you to get paid, you have to have the card to get it. That's the outside membership, the phone. Is that clear?
Yeah. So what do we do with the two emails we sent you? Is that all going to you? All those emails? They're all directly from
Okay.
you.
Let me squash that because I need you to let that go. Those two emails are solely for you to get an email from me. That's it.
Okay.
That's an email that signed up to get emails. You're on a mailing list. That's all those two forms are, is a mailing list.
Okay, so we need 2 more emails for each of the Team Royals, because we got to send that to them, right? Do
Right,
they get those?
right. When you
Okay,
sign
so
up, you're putting it in the actual form itself to sign up.
and we
So
have to use a different email.
correct. 4 of them. You need 2 here and 2 here. 4 emails. All separate,
Okay,
all different.
so we kind of got to make the email close to what we had, like the one
Doesn't
we're
matter.
sending you.
Just as long as it's different.
Because do we give them our EIN number
That's in the
or
form.
no? Okay, we're
When
giving
you
them
see
that
the
number.
form, you'll see where to put it.
And then we're signing up with our business name, right?
If it's an LLC, yes, you're signing up with the business name. If it's you're going to use your own name, you just use your own name and your social security
Okay,
number.
you did say it's better to have 2 EINs. 2
Yes,
LLCs are better
yes,
than sign up on your own name.
correct.
Okay, so we just kind of like maybe make the email close to what our business name is.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it doesn't match, it's okay. Just as long as
Right.
they're different.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the outside position is for Team World.
Yes.
Okay. That's probably a better way to say it.
Whatever
Never
word
heard of it.
that you get it, that's cool with me.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Geronimo. Geronimo. Go ahead. I can hear you. I think. I don't know what's going on with your stuff over there. Something going on. Tony?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so when you first talked about getting the EINs, LLCs, yada yada, I got the trust. I thought that's what was the suggested one. I found out after you said no, the LLC would be better for us. I contacted IRS. They said it would take more than a month to change it from trust to LLC. So I think that may be waiting too long. And based on what you said tonight, that they'll let that sit if there's no activity, then it's best for me to just go back and reapply for LLC.
Yes. Yeah, I would have never went to change them, just get 2 new LLCs. But that's what I recommend you do. You can, like I said, you guys can use the trust if you want to. Just know that when you go for a bank account for a trust, they're going to want articles of incorporation. They want all the documents. They want to know what's the registered agent, all that stuff. They want to know all that.
I can't do all that.
Right. So it's easier to just go get an LLC and be done.
Got it. So going to the bank, it's not going to be a problem
No.
to set up an account with
Nope.
the LLC. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
you're just opening a business account.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Just keep the document that you get from irs.gov that has all the particulars about it on there. Make sure to print that out and take it with you.
Duly noted.
All right. Val?
Hello. Question. Well, I have two, but the first is for those of us who have the jumpstart positions, and myself, I know one of my members deactivated her account. I did reach out, not for sure if she's going to even reactivate it. And just in case she does not, what happens to that third? Will you be, because I know you're saying that that's separate from, which I understand that is separate from the a promise delivered. Will you be placing members, and how will you be placing members for those of us who might be in that situation?
Like I said, when we launch, I'm gonna load the first group under the ones that never got anybody. So you
Correct.
guys are kind of,
Yeah, I
you know,
remember that part.
right. Let me catch them, and then it starts from there. I go back into the genealogy to see who has what, because I can see everybody, and I start loading from there. Hopefully, everyone who has someone under them that turned it off, postponed, quit, or whatever it is, you contacted them some kind of way to find out what their situation is. Is it lack of funds? If so, that's going to change on launch because everyone will have royalties and they can go ahead and take care of that position, and we shouldn't have to reload and overload when that person already has a spot. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a little bit of a touch and go with that because of the simple fact no one has the funds or whatever the issue is. But once we launch a promise delivered, the royalties should knock out the fact that they don't have the funds to take care of what they need to take care of.
Because for me, I even offered, I said, hey, I can go in half with you. And her response was, she just needs 3 people. So that was her response. And I said, well, I'm not able to help you with that, but I can help you, maybe
See, that's what I'm
reactivate your
talking about.
account. So that's what
That's
she
what I'm
was
talking
set
about.
on. Okay. And then
So,
yeah, I guess it's not, you just have to wait it out. But
yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing simply because folks just don't have the money. I
right.
get it. I totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
It gets tough, and then you get an obligation that you didn't have because of whatever situation. Now the funds are, spread thinner.
Right. But her
Let's just
particular
pray on it.
situation, she was just saying it wasn't even about the funds because I had offered that. And she was saying her 3 people. She said, if you can give me
So
3
that
people.
that individual is saying to you and to me, I'm not going to participate until you do. That's what that is. Put
Yeah.
3 under me, then I'll act. I'll
Well,
do.
yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it.
Hey, I get it. Yeah. It is,
So,
you try to do your best, but you still get situations. But I get it. Hopefully, we'll get past all that and move forward. But I do have to hit those people that didn't get anything
right.
first.
Mm-hmm.
From
Okay.
there, I go to the genealogy. Once I hit the genealogy, that's you, like people like yourself that already have 3 people, but they're purple or red.
Right.
They
Mm-hmm.
either postponed it or I quit. Then I fixed those. From there, it's just wide open because, like I said, 150 positions is going to fix all of that. That's the
Right.
first 75 people. From there on, it's just loading back and forth.
Okay.
There shouldn't be no more purples, blues, or reds. It should be all green.
Okay. Thank you. And then the second question, where is the programmer? I know last week you were saying he was on the 7th grade or something like that. Is he pretty much close to, he's working on some other parts, or what's
Hold
going
on.
on?
Not today.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, well, I know last week you mentioned the programmer was on the 7th grade or something like that. So I was just
Yep.
asking, because you were saying before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, Is that a definite either or is a chance to go even further than?
Chance, not the only chance would be after the holiday, because he's going out of town, and I think I am too. I'm not sure yet, but I'll be leaving myself. But hopefully we get it before then. What they're doing, I can't really. I think he's working on that gift card still, because they can be a little bit of a pain, but it's not. It's not much. Now, here's the other part to that caveat. Let's say that he does finish before Thanksgiving. I'm not going to launch in the middle of a holiday. I'm not going to do it. Nope. We will just wait until after and then do it, because I want to enjoy my Thanksgiving. This one, particularly, because
Okay,
I'll be able to do it in my brand new home.
all right. Okay, that's what I
You know what I
was
mean?
wondering. I was figuring you probably would say after.
I'm not working this Thanksgiving. I'm not doing it. No,
Well, me either, so.
just saying. There's some things that need to be done, and I was talking to my sister, and you guys just have no idea how hard I work. No idea. So if you don't take time for yourself, you won't. And you will leave here working for somebody else until you stop. I don't want to be that person. Just saying.
I agree. Thank you.
Absolutely. Amy.
Yes, I just wanted to clarify when people are confused about outside position, the way I would say it would be your main position is the business and you're signing up a customer. And it can be, it doesn't have to be, but you can use it as a gift to another person. Just make sure that you tell them that, they don't have the obligation of paying it, but it's a gift, but it's a customer.
Works for me. As long as it's clear across the board, you have to have it in order to receive.
Yep. That's how I think about it, just a business and its customer.
Perfect. Thank you. Leela.
Hello, good evening, Matado.
Good evening.
My confusion is with the LLC. So you're saying they're $200 to get an LLC is $200 if you go through Wyoming or
Mm-hmm.
some state.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we need two LLCs, right? Because I have the trust, but now that's not gonna work, right?
Well, I wouldn't say it's not going to work. If you already have the trust, use
I
it.
do.
Just
But
use it.
I've been trying to get a bank account and I can't. I keep running into roadblocks. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to get a LLC.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the trust, if it's just to get started, you don't have to have the bank account right away. You can use your bank, but eventually you're going to have a bank account to these LLCs, trusts, and all that, because there's an expense, a business expense, and you can't pay out of one set of funds for another business. Well, you can, because that's giving financial advice, which I am not allowed to do. But I do know
Right.
for a fact that you have to have an account for it to take care of its obligations. It's overhead. That's a business, so it needs to pay for. I think the LLCs are much easier to get.
Okay. Okay. It's just it's a little overwhelming right now. That's all.
Okay, so what's overwhelming? The fact that you need to get two more, or
The overwhelming part for me is that I am now becoming a business owner versus working in the human services where I'm here to listen to what you have to say and try to help you. And now I have to put on this hat of a business person. And I'm like, what though? So that's the problem that I'm having, turning on a business brain.
it's not that difficult. Don't make it bigger than it is. So look at it like this. All you're doing is managing. You're just a manager. That's all. Just a little old manager. You
For
you just in
$100
charge.
bazillion.
You just have to be in charge of it. That's all. Now
Okay.
you can, now listen,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a CPA
Yes.
and let them handle it and all that good stuff, but you better put them under some kind of paper.
Okay.
Because if they see that you're not really interested in what's going on with your money, oh, they're gonna use
Right.
it. They're gonna use
Okay.
it.
Okay. Here, Wyoming, here I come.
All right. Just know that the Wyoming is $200. That's why I'm saying this. For IRS.gov is free. 10 minutes, you can have it. We don't know exactly how long it takes to get that one,
Okay.
but we do know it's $200 up front. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You,
Okay.
you can, and you might need it right away. Let's say
Right.
we
Right.
launch right after Thanksgiving and you're in a position where all of a sudden you're on fourth grade
Okay.
and then you're on fourth grade again. Then what?
Right. Right. I guess right now, I guess it's the believing part. Like it's not gonna be. You just.
Yeah.
I've been through so many other programs and things, and this is nothing like anything. And it's just hard to believe that it could be that fast, that it'll be life changing.
Well, I appreciate that. And yes, it is different. It is so, so different. Um, it's so different that I think it's
Different.
scaring everyone.
Yes.
It's making everyone nervous. It's not me.
Mhm.
It's not the way I'm explaining it. It's just it is so different
Yes.
that it's scary.
Yes.
And that's okay. Because if you think about it, way back when you got your job the first time, your first job, you were terrified. Just think about it for a second.
Right.
You were terrified. You didn't know how long you were supposed to work, how do you get lunch. You didn't know, what the bosses were gonna be like. You didn't know where you were gonna sit. You didn't know what kind of clothes you were supposed to wear. All these things made that job terrifying. 3 months after that, you was kicked back, doing the job, doing your thing. This is no different. The only difference is you have to learn all of the stuff. You're talking about wallets, you're talking about crypto debit cards, you're talking about cold storage, you're talking about cell phones, using it to do all of those things. The terminology is different.
Right.
It's terrifying everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Not used to the words.
You're right.
And I understand that. It's all good. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Once
Thank
you've
you.
done it, once you've made a withdrawal, well, really, before even any of that, once you join, you actually get through the gate. All that pressure of emails, being on the call, no recording, there is a recording, all the stuff that was in front of this launch will melt away because you're going to put your name, you're going to put your information, and it's going to say congratulations. You're through the gate. The hardest part is over with, joining. And I know it because I've seen how you guys fill out forms. That's going to be the hardest part to this, not the managing of the money, not the terminologies, none of that. The hardest part is getting you to slow down enough to put in correct information. And that's not a, disrespect. I'm seeing it with all four of these eyes. I get the forms. I'm looking at it. Slow down. Take it easy. That when it starts to roll, you're going to make a withdrawal. I'm going to go through that process. Put your address. It's going to show you what the fees are. It's going to show you how much is actually going to make it to your device. So you know what your withdrawal limit or what your withdrawal is going to be before you even do it. Then you do it. Then it pops in over here. And you say, it worked. You know what kind of stress that's going to relieve from you? You did it. Once you've done it once, you just do it again and again. And next thing you know, you're on your phone, driving down the road, moving $10,000, throw the phone in the seat. You do it in 30 seconds. But right now, it's all territory. So it's going to be all right. Trust. It's going to be all right. I'm going to take this last one. Marcia,
Hello, how are you?
blessed and highly favored. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Um, just I know you explained a whole lot of stuff. I just want some clarification. Um, as far as being in the jump start, would they fall under the 75 and green area? Because I was
Actually, they're before them.
oh okay. I'm I'm trying to
The
see where I am because
right.
I'm confused with where I was put.
Okay, so watch this. Watch this.
Mhm.
The 75 is a promise delivered.
Okay.
The jump start is Team Royal.
Okay.
Notice I used another hand, right?
Yes.
They're not the same.
Okay.
The 75 is going to push the jump start and everybody else.
Okay.
The
So
250 is going
mhm.
to push the 75 and Team Royal.
Okay. So what about the sister company that's over there in the third gray area? Because that might be where I am. I'm confused. I don't know where
The sister company in the gray third area is Team Royal.
I am. Okay. Okay.
I
So now
just
I'm
can't
getting
use their names. I did it tonight.
yes,
I'm going to have to make this video private.
yes. Thank you for because I was confused trying to see where okay. I thank you. I did the gray area because I was in the gray like okay, where do I fall? Thank you for clarifying that for me
You'll
because
be
I've
all
been
right.
confused and
Like I
cross-eyed
said,
for a minute.
there's no first and there's no last. A promise delivered is going to kick. Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
now wait on the promise to deliver to sign up for that. Okay,
A
I get
a promise
it.
delivered.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Tony.
Yes, Montavo,
Mm-hmm.
one of the ladies mentioned in the chat and then in the typewritten part, they said something about gifting the outside position to a friend or a relative or something.
Mm-hmm.
When they say gifting, that outside position isn't earning any money, right? It's just
Correct.
qualifying. Okay,
Well,
so
wait. I'm gonna show you why she said that. The outside membership is a real membership with all of those things in there. The buying precious metals and all that stuff that's back there in your back office.
okay,
They will have access to all of that stuff as a member. They just don't get paid to use it.
got it.
So you can gift them that membership services that are associated with the membership.
Got it. Okay. And then one last thing, I just wanted to shout out, there was a new person that jumped on the call tonight, Miss Denise Rowley.
All right. We should have did that at the front, but I did have it muted, so my apologies.
You wouldn't let me. I ain't gonna get in trouble. No, thank you.
You won't get in trouble.
I'm too old for them switches, okay?
All right now. Denise, welcome. Denise, welcome. If you're still on. Let's see, I got 3 more. If you want to unmute and say hello if you're still here, that's great. Let me grab these 3. Geronimo. It's showing that you unmute. I just can't hear you. Now it's going on and off mute. I see you doing it. I'm just not hearing you for some reason. Is there a volume on that phone? Is there a mute on it? On the phone itself? That tick, tick, tick. Gonna return on. Just call me, Geronimo. Just call me on the phone. I gotta jump in the bed here. Tamika,
Hey, Latava, how are you?
blessed and highly favored. Yourself?
Awesome, same here. Quick question. I know this is about the jump start. I think you said before we was gonna use that link for the first one, or is that different now? Like for the first go round in 4? Will we use the jump start for that and then the first one to the second one? Or no?
Now you got me confused. What? Wait a minute. Try that one more time.
The jump start link, right? Do we use that one to sign up our first one, or are we gonna get one from the system?
No, you're gonna get one from the system. Like I said earlier, Jumpstart is separate from a promise
Got
delivered.
it.
It's just gonna benefit from its activity.
Got it. I just was wondering because I believe you might have mentioned that before, so I just wanted to have more clarity.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Vernetta,
Hi, Matava. How are you?
blessed and highly favored. Yourself?
I'm wonderful and blessed as well. I just wanted to I do have somebody on the line and her name is Essence Smith. And I know I'm gonna get the switches, but yeah, I just wanted to recognize her.
Right, that's what we do. Well, I had it muted, so you couldn't say anything anyway.
Okay.
So, welcome. Is she still on? Do you know if she's still on?
Yes, she's still on.
Okay. Welcome, Ms. Smith. My apologies for the front of the call. I didn't get a chance to greet you properly, so we're going to do that now. Welcome aboard. I hope this wasn't too difficult to follow. And along with the other young lady that was brought on to the call, same thing. Welcome aboard. Hopefully it wasn't too difficult to follow. There's a lot of information. This is just a portion of it. And in the very near future, you're going to be invited to a full presentation call where I do the whole thing. But there was a lot of confusion I wanted to clear up tonight. All right. And Rhonda, you get the last one.
Thank you. My client's actually asleep, so I can ask a question. One, you mentioned being gone for Thanksgiving. Should we assume that the Monday and Wednesday calls next week are happening, or are you taking those off?
No, they're happening.
Okay, happening. Okay,
But
gotcha.
I'm not going to take a call on, was it Thursday?
Right. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll just make sure I post that. And 2, if for our own reasons we choose, I'm not sure yet, but if for our own personal reasons we choose to just stay with one position in TR, is that in the past that was okay? Is that still okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And if our members under us who dropped out, I heard you say this, I was running around here. If the members under us that when we had our 3 dropped out and are no longer paying, if they continue not paying, you'll see those open spots and we'll try to fill those for us.
We will fill those, not try. We will fill them.
I appreciate that very much. So I've gone on paying for mine and everything.
Yeah.
So, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Rhonda got the last question. Let me stop YouTube and hold on.